So look at the records for both teams. Central Michigan in their first dual meet of the year against Indiana. But at 141, the next match we have will be Henry Porter for Indiana against Nick Blackburn. Porter, a redshirt junior from Gilroy, California, 4-2 on the year. Nick Blackburn, a sophomore from Mentor, Ohio. He's 2-1 on the young season.
Interesting matchup here for Henry Porter, who's had a great start to his redshirt junior campaign, and he's going to look to keep it going right here. Man, but it's been exciting so far. I mean, we saw a bit of domination at 125 from Moran, and then 33, a very exciting match. Frazier just got that crazy reversal, Quincy.
With 5 seconds to go in the third period, if you're just joining us, Blaine Frazier slipping out of the grasp and getting the reversal. And here comes Henry Porter. One of the better Hoosiers on the roster, finds himself ranked in the top 25 no matter what wrestling poll you deem your favorite.
They're all great polls.
And here we go. From 141. Last year, Porter was 14-10 with a 7-5 dual record, plus 54-point differential. Had 5 major decisions and 3 wins against ranked opponents. Blackburn, 14-6 last year, 5 bonus point wins. He actually beat Indiana's Anthony Ball last year in his dual debut, the last time the Chippewas played in Bloomington last year.
So that tells me he was 149 last year. It was interesting making the move from 149 to 141. Interesting when you go down a weight class, it's only 8 pounds, but you can really feel the difference in those 8 pounds, especially if you can manage the weight cut well, which Blackburn has.
No points yet, 50 seconds into this one. Porter looking for an attack. Blackburn, the sophomore, defending well up top for the moment.
We saw Henry look for that 2-on-1 Russian tie earlier, see if he could get back to that. I love seeing guys score from a 2-on-1 tie. It leads to some exciting scenarios. Weird tie that not too many guys, it's not the meta, Quincy, as they say. It's not the meta, but it works. But front headlock is the meta, and Henry Porter's in one right now. But Blackburn doing a nice job collecting that elbow, floating his hips, and pressuring in to clear out.
Blackburn able to escape there, and we're still deadlocked at 0 with 1:20 left in period number 1.
And here goes Henry Porter with that 2-on-1 Russian tie again. Blackburn digging his head in, though. If Henry wants to get an advantage in this position, he's got to get his head over. Oh, but a nice job to punch that underhook. You always want your head on the same. Nice shot by Henry Porter. Nothing yet, but looks like we're on our way to a Hoosier takedown here.
Looking for the position, trying to drive those feet up, and he has the 3-point takedown. Henry Porter strikes first at 141.
Man, see how he sunk that tight waist right off the takedown? That's how you turn a takedown into a ride. Henry Porter, now he's got a leg in, tying up Blackburn, making it difficult down there. But
33 seconds to go. Looking for a big mat return was Porter, but no room as Blackburn gets pushed out. They did just hit Porter with a stall warning.
Yeah, that's one where Porter could have made it look better. If he would have tried to bring him back down to the mat as he brought him out of bounds, no stalling, but he just picked him up and carried him off.
Carried him out.
A lot of optics in wrestling when you're dealing with the refs and trying to, you know, trick them. Maybe not trick them, but try not to get hit with. Stalling is a very subjective call, so there's a lot you could do to make things look like something they're not.
Blackburn did get the escape there, so 3-1. Now the score between Blackburn and Henry Porter. Both guys back to the hand fighting up top with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Porter trying to launch one more attack. Blackburn able to spin out of the way of that one, and that will end the first period.
Porter's been winning the hand fight battle so far. We've saw him get to those Russian 2-on-1 ties, get to those collars. Look for Blackburn to make some adjustments and try to get into ties where he's comfortable.
So Blackburn will start on the bottom. Porter will be most likely looking to keep him there.
Porter very good on top if he can get a leg in, but Blackburn, nice job up to his feet. Nice mat return by Porter.
These two going at it right in front of us. Blackburn touches the wood of Assembly Hall.
And we got the best seats in the house here tonight, Quincy. I
Absolutely.
mean, this is incredible.
We are within almost arm's reach of the mat. If the camera pans far enough, you will see the two of us at the bottom of your screen.
I'm just worried for when the heavyweights come on. You know, if there's a suplex over here or something, I'm going to throw you in front of me.
We could be in trouble. Porter up in the air.
Yeah, he got a little high on that exchange. Still riding hard, though. This is Blackburn's best chance to cut away.
And he does. 1 point escape for Blackburn, and now he'll go on the offensive. Porter almost landed an attack. Blackburn had a hand on the leg, on the right leg of Porter, but it just slipped out of his grasp, and now Porter has pinned that hand to the center of the mat.
Blackburn would have got that re-attack if he didn't leave his right hand dug as an underhook. If he would have committed to that shot, he would have been in on Henry Porter's legs. See if he can make that adjustment next time. You got to really commit to those re-attacks. You can't go 50% on them, especially on a guy as talented as Henry Porter.
And once again, Blackburn was close to the leg, but couldn't quite get it. Porter at the very edge of the mat looking for the takedown, but just couldn't quite get it.
And that was a beautiful dump attempt. If he had more space on the mat, that would have been a highlight reel tape for Henry Porter.
We're back to wrestling with 1 minute to go in the second.
Porter's got to be careful with the shots from space. I like his aggressiveness, but Blackburn seems to be looking for those re-attacks, so Porter should be taking note of that right now.
But Porter is in. Had two hands on both the legs, was slipped out of it. Now Blackburn with an underhook and looking to do something with it. But Porter grabs the leg, drives through the legs.
He's got him on his back.
3 points for the takedown, and Porter's looking for some back points, and he gets them. 4 back points for Henry Porter.
Man, that was beautiful, and it stemmed from the same mistake that kept Blackburn from getting that re-attack. Blackburn kept that underhook dug under from a front headlock, and Porter used that to his advantage, turned it into a dump and a nice re-attack.
7 points in the blink of an eye for the 23rd ranked Hoosier, and that's how we will head to the third period with Henry Porter leading Nick Blackburn 10-2.
In major decision territory is Porter. With that minute and a half of riding time, it looks like Blackburn's gonna go on his feet here, if I read the coaches right.
I would imagine that's a good option.
He's gonna be looking to save the major if he can cut him and get a takedown, but it looks like decides to ride instead.
Porter hit with some caution, moved a little bit too early there.
I'm a big fan of using cautions, Quincy. You get 2 free ones, third one's a point, but the advantage you can gain from the start, even though it's a millisecond, that reaction means so much, especially on the mat.
That's 1 a period you get to use, or it'd be 2.
Yeah,
so
if you average it out,
if you average it out. So you're right, and a lot of guys they will use their cautions.
Because a lot of times you could tell, it's one thing that the ref discusses, common question, that the ref comes and says, any questions? And a lot of times somebody will ask him to do a mock of their start, of their whistle start. So then you take note of the ref's whistle start as Blackburn gets in there, but you take note of the ref's whistle start, and then when you get in there, you kind of guess, and you could get a rolling start that the ref usually doesn't catch, or they're like, it's close enough, I'm gonna let it go.
Time up the whistle if you can.
Yeah, once you know what the count is pretty much, because they're all slightly different, but they're all slightly the same too, so you could kind of get a rolling start, and it leads to a big advantage. I think it's something that younger wrestlers should really take note of and try to implement in their game. As Blackburn looks like he's gonna get this takedown.
Blackburn looking to fight back. He has 50 more seconds, but now the lead is cut to 11-5 in favor of Porter.
So now we're out of major decision territory. Porter needs one more takedown to get a major. Blackburn needs something big to give himself a real chance of winning this match. And I lied. Porter still has the major because of that riding time. But he might not if Blackburn gets his takedown.
Looking for it right at the edge in front of us. These two are right on the edge of that circle. And they are out now.
Nice job by Porter to get his hips up. If he would have kept his hips down, that would have been 3 for Blackburn, but he fought for his team there to keep this major decision in play.
16 seconds to go. Blackburn, one more takedown would save the major. And he's looking for that leg of Porter, but a re-attack there, and Porter is in. 8 seconds, looking to spin this one out. Trying to drive for some more points, but the clock will run out. Henry Porter makes Indiana 3-0 so far on the dual meet.
That's a complete match for Henry Porter. Got some riding, got some takedowns, looked really clean with those 2-on-1 Russian ties. Nice showing by Henry Porter. He showed you why he's ranked number 23 in the nation.
Porter now moves to